This was a tremendously hard-fought game between two teams that did everything they could to will their squad to victory. They did. We weren't quite able to do it. As disappointed as we are, and I am, I'm 10 times more proud of who we are, what we've done, and how we've done it. We had chances. We didn't lose, we got beat. We fought. Fresno won the game. They made plays. They made big plays, they made hard plays, they made plays when it didn't look like they were going to get a shot, and that's what winning teams do, and they did that. So you have to tip your hat to them and have the hurt be there because it's important for us.
Thank you, Coach. We'll now take questions for the student athletes. To your left, guys.
Maybe for anybody up there, but Malik, maybe you first. You guys seem to make so many plays offensively throughout that game, a big dunk, find a rebound, force a turnover, but yet Fresno State still hung around. Did you feel like at some point as well as you were playing that you guys would create more distance there, at least in terms of a lead, or were you surprised they were hanging, that close when you guys made play after play?
Ultimately, we didn't capitalize defensively. We guarded, and they made some tough shots at the end of the buzzer. So, we played hard. They just got some nice shots at the end.
Go ahead.
For Winston, you just take us through the last few minutes. You guys get up 62-61. You have that real nice tip. I think you turn it over in 3 of the next 4 possessions. What happened there? What did you see?
We just didn't take care of the ball like we should have. We should have been better with it. Give credit to them. I thought we did a decent job throughout the game, taking care of the ball and getting guys looks where they need to get it at. But ultimately, we came up a little bit short.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Dakari, Marvell had 14 in the first half and hit some tough shots, and you pretty much locked him up in the second half. What did you change defensively on him?
I see he was feeling good because first half, my hands was in his face and he still hit the shots. So I wanted to take us more airspace and, make him drive because I know I had help behind me. So, yeah.
Winston, we asked Coach Fisher this yesterday, but not the way obviously you guys wanted to finish today, but has this team done enough to be an NCAA tournament team in the minds of the players, in your mind?
Well, I know you guys sure don't think we are, so I don't know. I thought we had an excellent season. I think we're definitely one of the best teams in the country. I don't think this is a team that many people will want to play. So, this is the hard part. We have to leave it up to a bunch of people who will go to the metrics and things like that. So we just have to wait and see.
Steve, you told me, I think a month ago or so, that you guys needed to not only win the league, but win it with separation in order to get an NCAA bid. Do you feel like you've done that, and do you feel like you've done enough?
I said yesterday that if we win today, all doubt will be erased. If we don't, I'll be like everybody, wondering, worrying, and waiting. And so that's what we'll do. It's not my job to politic, not my job to pick. So we'll have to wait and see. We've got a really good team who's played really hard together, and I'm proud of the way we've grown as our conference season has started. We wanted to be the team that won the league outright with separation. We did. We wanted to be desperately the team that put an exclamation point on it here, and we didn't. So I'm disappointed, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Coach, can you talk about the turnovers? I think you guys had 15 of them, but 3 or 4 were late in really crucial spots. Just taking care of the ball in those situations, how much did that obviously hurt you down the stretch?
We had 8 first-half turnovers, and for the bulk of the second half, we were pretty good. I think we had 3 or 4, but to your point, we turned the ball over at least 3 times in the last couple of minutes, and you can't. If you're going to win, you can't. You have to obviously get a shot, and then you have to find a way to make one. To their credit, they're the best team in the league at forcing turnovers. They have a +5, I think, in difference between turnovers for them and for their opponent. We talked about that, but they created some of those. We probably self-imposed 1 or 2. But yeah, you're right. You have to get a shot. I thought that we had a couple of opportunities to shoot the open jump shot that we passed and drove it, and sometimes drove it into traffic where turnovers occurred. But that also happens.
Steve, it's rare for a team to be 16-2 in this league and be in the position of having to wait and see until Sunday. I know some of that is stuff that you guys did to yourself in the non-conference schedule, but how much do you guys in particular and the league in general need a rejuvenated UNLV and a rejuvenated New Mexico to kind of bring the league back to where it was a few years ago?
We're not a one-bid league as a rule. We've had as many as, I think, 4 or 5 in the tournament at one time. I think we had 4, if not 4, maybe even 5 in the time when we had only 9 schools, maybe 4. That's what we should be. And it happens in a variety of ways. You have to have teams that are good, schedule with thoughtfulness, and then win some of those. And you know, I said this before, Vegas got off to a great start in non-conference play. And how much the wins that they had over UCLA, Indiana, Oregon, how much those are diminished, dismissed because of the way the season ended for them, I don't know. But we sometimes perception is reality. And the more you talk about it, the more others who have never seen us play talk about it. Oh, this is a one-bid league. They're not all that good. Look at their whatever that you're looking at. But I said this yesterday. To play in the league we're in, it's hard. It's a competitive league, a hard league to go on the road and win in. And what we need to continue to do is stand up for our league the right way. And I'm not here to campaign to get ourselves into the tournament. We had the chance to do that on the court. And we didn't win on the court. So we'll wait and see what happens on that. But we've got to get our teams where we continue to schedule ourselves in Vegas and New Mexico and whoever, but more. Well, I mean, Boise had a good non-conference schedule. And then we have to win enough of those. And that will change in a hurry. 3 years ago, we were 2nd or 3rd in the country with who our league was supposed to be.
Steve.
Back here, Coach.
Steve, you made the point, to your point about the league. You've been in this league a long time, been at San Diego State for 17 years. Do you feel the league is at an all-time low at this point right now?
No, not in my eyes. I've played these teams. I've gone to those buildings. I've seen how tough it is to go play. No, it's not. It's not. We got to get better. Do we have to get better? Yeah. Are we better than perception, the perception of a lot of people? Yes, absolutely.
Just give an update on Trey and Jeremy. How was Jeremy's foot, and was Trey just completely gassed from 2 games in 2 days with the flu?
They both shot 1 for 9 from the field. I don't think they would want me making excuses for them. Jeremy's foot was fine. Trey probably was fatigued a little bit, but he had some looks that didn't go in. He had some looks where I thought I was hopeful I would get a whistle, hear a whistle. It didn't happen. But they were 1 for 9 or 2 for 18 collectively. You're not going to win when that happens, and it happened today. But we have no excuses that sick, tired, hurt foot. That's not relevant.
Talked to Malik Pope after your guys' opener in this tournament, and he had played so well over the last 6 or 7 games. But tonight, hits threes, dunks, everything that he's done. He talked about kind of a crisis of confidence he had earlier in the season. Just how dramatic is the difference between the Malik Pope we saw today versus one early in the season?
It's 2 different players. He's playing now like everyone expected him to play. And why things happen, you don't know. But I like the direction and trajectory that his basketball is as we speak. He's gotten better. He's gotten better because he's worked at it. He's believed. He's trusted. He's not allowed himself to fail to listen and learn, and he's done that. So I'm very proud of what he's done, and as he is, disappointed that he couldn't have made one more tonight.
Let's go back here.
Coach, if things don't go well tomorrow, one of the games a lot of people are looking at is the San Diego game and pointing that out as a bad loss. It was played under bizarre circumstances, obviously. Those are trendy, fun games right now, but do you regret scheduling that game if that's the reason that you guys don't go?
When you start making excuses, you make a schedule, you play your schedule, you play to win, and we didn't win that game. We didn't play well enough. So it happened. Should it have happened? We don't think it should have. They think it should have, and it did. So I feel badly we didn't play better and didn't win the game. That's what I regret. Not that we played the game.
Over here.
Coach, I was looking to get an update on Matt Strigley and why he didn't check in today.
We went with the 8 guys that we went with, and hindsight, I wish that I had put him in, but I didn't. So nothing wrong physically, no lack of confidence, but we played 8 guys.
Over here, Coach.
Coach, you played a lot of tough teams this year. You beat Cal, played Utah, West Virginia. How does Fresno compare to those top teams that you played earlier?
Rodney Terry has done a marvelous job with that team, keeping them together, keeping them playing hard. You got good players, got good athletes, led by a player led by a star, Marvell Harris, that you win with. And they played through him. They played through him, and that's not always easy when you've got other good players. But they were able to do that, and I believe now they've won 9 in a row and 11 out of 12 or something like that. So they're playing really good basketball right now.